Holy shit. Well, we may as well get started. Greetings, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Ripcast. I am Tony D, one of your hosts, one of your humble hosts. Hello to everybody in the chat. Bad Aussie, Tiffany, Catherine, Sam, Audra. Welcome, everybody. Everybody make sure you hit the like button or hit the don't like button. All right, no matter what channel you are watching on, make sure you get over to the Ripcast channel. Hit that subscribe button. We're working on getting that Ripcast channel up there. Probably going to be starting some stuff on Kick. We have a very exciting show for you this week. Gay fettuccine. Backyard Muay Thai. And a very special show with the extra dumb KC and Ray DeVito. A big special tonight. But what makes it even more special is the cast of characters. Not only do we have Will Bird from Cold Beer Confessional. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember Will. I do. Everybody here does. So throw a 1 in the chat. Say hi to Will. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to Mariah. Happy birthday. So let's give a laurel and hearty handshake to Corndiff. What's up, my guy? How you doing?
Hey. What's going on, man?
Greetings. We got an exciting show this week.
Yes.
You know? Now, I think what we have is we have the dummy death match of Casey and Ray. Are you excited for this or what? You love watching Casey. I know you love watching Ray. You're probably going to have a heart attack over here.
God, this is the event of the year for me.
You're going to have a coronary.
Oh, I see what you did there.
See, thank you so much. So you had a good week? I mean, I think it's going to be better if we just do Tuesdays and Saturdays, right? Little breather in between.
I think so. So. Yeah, spread it out. Kind of make them want more.
That's it. That's what we're trying to do here, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to build that intrigue. You know what to do, man. It's your show from here.
Well, Tony, I was thinking, let's go.
Let's do it. Wow, that gets me hyped.
Every fucking time.
Every freaking time. You know, we have a listen, here's the thing about the intro, Clean Crevice. All right, is that
I like a good clean crevice.
Yeah, that This week, I know that he has graduated up to fentanyl from the opiates from last week. So everybody just,
You can't prove that.
Well, I can't prove it in a court. In the corn court. But we got a special guest with us tonight.
Of course, we do. Should we bring him on? I think we should.
I think it's, I think we should. I think it's appropriate.
It's time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Will Bird. Whoops. There he is.
What's up?
Hello. Wait, we go here. There we go.
Ooh,
Been a couple
we're
weeks.
here now.
It matches better.
Oh yeah, it's been a couple weeks. Glad
It
to be back.
has been. It has been. Well, we've all had weather. We've had trees falling. We've had all kinds of birthdays, all kinds of things going on.
That's right.
And, we've had cults chasing us down. You've been talking about, a lot of your topics. Is it Phil that you're still working with over there?
Yeah, it's Phil mostly. He's actually going live to launch a new MLM tonight. So yeah, it's a lot of Phil. He's the biggest money maker out of all the people I cover, I'm pretty sure.
You actually stream snipe him, or do you take recordings from later? I mean, he seems to be freaking internet gold.
Yeah, I usually wait till he's done. I wouldn't
Phil
want somebody
Godlewski, by the way. Why don't you tell the
so.
crowd just a little bit about him, real quick?
Yeah, Phil Godlewski. He's a QAnon guy. He was broke, went in jail for 60 days with only $293 in the bank, and now he's a multimillionaire. He bought $15 million worth of property in the last 2 years off of money he's made pitching QAnon and money making opportunities to old ladies. So, pretty good guy.
Another expert high-end grifter in the
A tale as old as time.
That's right.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good at it.
Yeah. How long did you say he's been at it?
He has been at it for, I guess, coming up on 3 years. Yeah, right after the inauguration, he basically said that Biden would never be inaugurated. When Biden was inaugurated, he panicked. And that's when he went full. He never mentioned Q before, but that's when he started saying that he is Q, and he's Edward Snowden, and he's worked for Trump, like right after the inauguration. So,
wow, he's able to sub out a lot of personalities to get a lot of work done.
Oh yeah, and no one fact checks anything, dude. They when a list of all his $15 million or several, it was over $15 million worth of properties came out. His audience was like, well, he needs all those houses so he can hide from the deep state. They got to keep him guessing.
They got to rotate around. And don't forget, you got to hide and run from house to house in a Bentley.
Oh yeah. He just bought a house just down the road from Oprah's house in Hawaii. You know how Lihiana or whatever it is that got destroyed by the fires. Mm-hmm. Just outside of that town, he bought a $7.5 million house that's probably 2 miles away from Oprah's house. So he's doing pretty well for himself.
Wow, unbelievable. Well,
I think they have cornfields in that area.
Prayers and good thoughts to those to the folks out in Hawaii for that tragedy. And I got some videos coming out about that on my channel. But Will and I have always had a penchant and a thing for grifters and for people that rip people off. I mean, we just have an eye for it. They have a certain, and there's a pattern. There's a pattern. But one thing that Italy, and there's a grift in Italy. Do you know what that grift is? It's a grift in America.
Pasta.
That's right.
Oh, wait. I know all about pasta. So you cook it until it sticks to the front of the fridge, right? Like you throw it and it sticks and then it's done.
That's right. You throw it out of the pot. And then that's when you mix your chili and your beans in it down there, okay?
Oh,
I know y'all do some weird shit with spaghettis. And then you put on your ketchup and stuff. But here, what we're doing here is, now a lot of people have done a lot of things. And even in Italy, they have almost thrown it out. And that thing is fettuccine Alfredo. Now,
really?
Yes, there's a big controversy with fettuccine Alfredo. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share all around. Shares
Italy,
all around.
Italy's the place with endless breadsticks, right? That's Italy.
Fazoli.
Oh,
that is true.
I'm confused.
That is, you got your own little taste of Italy, I guess, down there in Olive Garden, perhaps. But what we're talking about is, and that's a place where they have it, where they take fettuccine Alfredo, they put cream, they put nutmeg, they put raisins, they put frickin' cinnamon. I mean, all kinds of shit, shrimp, peas. No, None of that. And as an Italian, I see that there's one restaurant in Rome that does real fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. And that recipe came over with some silent movie stars to a restaurant in Hollywood called Musso and Frank, and it was the first place where they served that actual official fettuccine Alfredo. So we're gonna watch that. All right. Okay. We're gonna check out my buddy Matteo, who is a comedian, right? He's gonna show us how to make some fettuccine Alfredo.
Today we are making the original recipe for fettuccine Alfredo.
Four things.
As some of you know, I made a joke where I was talking about how fettuccine Alfredo is not authentic to Italy. It exploded in the comments and people were very upset or didn't understand, and then Romans didn't understand. Then a restaurant named Alfredo alla Scrofa started writing on my Instagram and they were like, no, we're real, we exist, we are here! I checked them out, I was like, oh, this is the birthplace of fettuccine Alfredo, but I just didn't know the history of it. So when I went to Rome, they were nice enough to bring me and my friend Francesco De Carlo into the restaurant, and this guy Tommaso, the son of the owner, was so nice and showed us exactly how to make it, told us the history. It was a really beautiful moment. So we are going to make our own version of fettuccine Alfredo today. Ingredients are pretty simple. It's fresh pasta, fettuccine, Parmigiano Reggiano that's aged 24 months, a sweet cream butter that has no salt in it, salt for our water, and then of course for the pasta water, thank you for being a friend. That's it. It's a really simple dish. When I posted the video of us going to Alfredo, their response was, well, this is just pasta al burro di Parmigiano. It's a pasta butter Parmesan. This is what we make for kids when they're picky eaters or someone doesn't feel well. And yes, that is true. However,
yeah, this is Matteo Lane, who is a comedian, who is probably one of my favorite comics right now. Probably one of my favorite stand-ups. Have you guys ever seen him?
I don't think I have.
No, he has such a powerful mustache, though.
He is hilarious. And also, in some of the upcoming episodes, guys, we are going to go on a couple of Italian adventures with Matteo, because he'll take us in and show you how to order a coffee in Rome and all kinds of fun stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah, he is hilarious. Now let's just move on to get to the water.
Oh, by the way, how do we like my new kitchen? I have a whole new kitchen. I recently hired someone to help redecorate my apartment, so I'm only like 60% there. But my kitchen's done, and I'm so excited. I have pretty cabinets and a whole wall of stuff. Who knows if I use it? I don't even drink wine. This big, beautiful table, it doesn't translate as really large. I had one other table here before that I got off like Amazon or something, but
okay, we're just moving on.
Certain ages is better for certain things. Now, they did like a whole kind of dance. They had like a big giant plate and had the butter out first, and then brought in the pasta with the pasta water, and then threw the Parmesan cheese on top. So it had all three ingredients: pasta water, Parmesan cheese, and butter all at the same time. I'm not in a Roman kitchen, so we're just gonna do the same thing, but just like different steps. So I'm gonna mix the butter in first, then bring in my Parmesan cheese, then bring in my pasta water. But because it's so finely grated, it should melt really beautifully. So how many we're both eating, right? How much is a nest? I guess I'll do 2 nests. Can you imagine a bird just like... So our water started to boil, so I'm going to salt it like the sea. Remember, this is our chance to actually flavor la pasta.
And listen, when you are making pasta, people, put a 1 in the chat if you put oil in your pasta water.
Ooh, I do.
Oh.
Put a 1 in the chat if you put oil in your pasta water.
I don't, but Mariah does.
Put a 2 in the chat if you do not.
I hope you're supposed to. I do.
If Mariah was here, she'd be so offended. Like, I can already see she loves Alfredo, but she puts shrimp in it or spinach, and she buys it from a can, and oh, she'd be so offended.
Totally fine, however you like it, but I'm just going to show you how to make it for reals, for reals. You can even mix the two. You know what I mean? It's a very flexible thing to the American palate. Salt, yes. Oil, no. Yeah. Stop putting oil in your water. Okay? Don't put oil in your water. You don't need it. You put oil to annoy every Italian in the world? Okay, great.
The way I figure is, like, if you This is what I've noticed when my mom cooks it and Mariah cooks it. If you don't overcook the pasta, it doesn't stick together anyways. The only reason you need the oil to keep it from sticking is because you overcooked it and it's like sticky. It
Right.
does that. It also absorbs the sauce. Like it's crazy if you overcook it.
Right. Now, another thing is if you put it in one big clump and, sort of spread it around and stir it, then
Sure.
it'll also clump up.
Right.
Of all of my new utensils, I still have my wooden spoon that I really love.
yeah.
Because I feel like you have to.
Say what?
A lot of people like cook it into mush, but it's supposed to have like a little bit of texture to it, like a little bit of like whatever al dente or what do they call it? But
Yep, right on his shirt.
like you're not
That's
supposed to be able to mush it. Like you should have to chew.
A little bit of a bite. A little
Right.
bit of a bite. Al dente means to the teeth. That literally is what it means. Al
Oh, that
dente.
makes sense.
Like
To
a pencil.
stir pasta with a wooden spoon. This is usually what Italian kids are hit with. This is
Very true. And I still have one of my grandmother's wooden spoons actually in my kitchen.
triggering for Italians because it's both means something really good and really bad is happening, which is really just like what it means to be Italian. But this is pasta. It's good enough. There's Italy here in New York City, but this is fresh pasta. It's tagliatelle. It's not fettuccine, but it's the closest thing I could get because I ordered fettuccine, but they just like, well, here's tagliatelle. Maybe I'll do 2 small nests, right? I prefer dry pasta over fresh pasta. So I think people.
It's gonna get forward a little bit.
You ready?
That's the way to do it.
All right, I'm gonna take some of my pasta water.
That's the way you do
Thank you
it.
for being a friend. Get all that starch in there. This is really
Dana has FaceTimed me before while I was making pasta, and that the way he did it, she's like, "Are you gonna throw it up against the thing?" No,
Yeah.
you don't have. You don't. You could just take it, and take a bite.
important for this dish because
Now, this is the most important ingredient. Whether you are cooking with some ragu can sauce or your fettuccine from the can, any sauce that you have, pesto, you got to have this is the secret ingredient, you guys, the pasta water.
All the starch in it.
And that's where all the magic happens.
this is essentially what makes the fettuccine alfredo. Our pasta's done. It's starting to float to the top. It has that nice bite to it. Let's drain. Yum. Love. There's only 2. I think I'm singing 2 different songs.
This guy's wife must love
I'm
his
thinking
cooking.
Evergreen, Barbara Streisand's Evergreen. I don't know what I'm singing. Okay, let's take our butter. Okay, how fancy is this butter? This is not Land O'Lakes, let me tell you. People asking me for size of my ingredients or like how much. I have no idea. About that much butter
Yeah.
or maybe like a little more. Yeah, you're not gonna get a recipe, like a real recipe out of this. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're gonna mix it around. Let that butter start melting. Does that not look great? Oh, this looks so good. I mean, you
right
could
with
eat
that.
it like that, let's be
Yeah, for
honest.
sure.
All right, now our Parmigiano Reggiano.
Oh,
You're adding
yeah.
a good amount here. So look, at first it's gonna look kind of clumpy, right? So we bring in our pasta water.
And then that makes the sauce.
Ah, that makes sense.
Now it becomes a sauce.
There you go.
I can't do that dance that Alla Scrofa does with the
Need
spoon
some more
and
water
fork,
in there, but it's getting there.
you know what? My wooden spoon is gonna do just as good of a job.
And this is, the European butter.
I mean,
The flavors in this, dude, I'm going to show you pictures of the one I made last night, but I'm going to let him play these up.
much easier than cacio e pepe because look, it melts so quickly. I think we want a little more creaminess in this. Doesn't that look great?
Sort of.
Okay, that's
does
it.
look
Also, no need to put more Parmesan cheese
No.
on.
You don't need to add more cheese to this, dude.
It does look good.
Yeah.
But it looks very good.
Top. The whole thing is freaking Parmesan cheese.
That's it. It's all Parmesan cheese.
And this is it. Fettuccine Alfredo.
Okay, now, wait. I'm going to pull his back a little bit, right? And you're going to see his plate here. I'm going to show you mine real quick.
Okay. And this is it.
All right, there you go. There's his. All right, you guys ready? I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you the one I cooked last night.
Okay.
All right,
Look out.
there you go.
Ah,
Fake.
Boom.
Looks good.
Fake. No, that is the same. Yeah, it's the same way. I just used a different butter.
yeah, looks good.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, this guy gets it though, for sure.
Fettuccine
By it, I mean a lot of dick, probably.
Alfredo.
What
It's
a
very
big-
easy. It tastes good. I mean, the secret ingredient, it's just 3 really good ingredients. Fettuccine, good Parmigiano, and good butter, and pasta water.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you taste this, it's the intensity of the flavor totally different than any fettuccine Alfredo that you would get in the States. Anyway,
Wow.
delicious, right?
Yeah,
So
that's great.
make sure you go back, make yourself at home, and you can use any Parmesan. You could even use the cheap Parmesan cheese, use cheap butter and pasta water. It'll taste very, very good, even with cheap cheese. Mhm.
Okay.
I didn't realize the sauce was so simple, I guess.
What's that?
'Cause we always buy the cans, the Alfredo sauce. We always buy it canned. I guess I didn't realize it's so simple.
It's so simple and actually so much freaking cheaper to do it.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's
to do
yeah,
it
it's
that
not
way
cheap.
for sure. So let's get into this one. We got this week. You know, we've been going over a lot of these backyard fights, and we've been covering a lot of this stuff and keeping track of these guys. And this is that, you know, yard brawl or whatever thing.
Backyard
that we
brawl.
watched last week. Yeah. And so this week it's actually some guys that kind of know what they're doing. You know, you've seen some of these guys come in and just swing haymakers, and this is called street beefs, actually. Street beefs scrapyard, they call it. So this week we have a couple new fighters, but these are Muay Thai guys. So we're gonna get to their stats. You guys are gonna pick which one's gonna win. All right. Before we go, here it is. Street beefs scrapyard. All right, so here we go. We got Epic Tan on the left, 6'6", 207, with a 78-inch reach, 22 years old, 3-1. And then Nordic Uso, 6'3", 195. I don't know, man. You know, we're gonna let's take a look and see how they move a little bit, maybe. Okay, well, he's got a. I think I'm going with the dude with the tattoos. He's got a stare that this guy, I don't know.
Nordic
His
Uso,
shoulder
I got the
game.
UFC Purala.
Yeah.
Shout out to my beautiful wife, my family, and my cousin.
I got this guy,
Epic
Nordic.
Tan,
Yeah.
back again. I
All right,
to
I'll
give a
take the other
shout out
guy.
to Summit
I'll take
Boxing and
Yeah.
You're gonna go with
all
Brown
my
Sugar.
I'll take him. I'll take
Okay,
him.
one for
Tan.
tattoos and 2 for brown sugar. All right, 1 for tattoo guy and 2 for brown sugar. All
How,
right, yeah.
how do they have such a a couple inches of height difference, but they have the same reach?
I was
Yeah,
wondering
that's
that. I thought
reach.
that was
I'm
kind
normally
of.
long arms.
Dude, we
Yeah.
saw a little guy fuck someone up the other day.
Oh yeah.
The last one, he was like almost 2 feet shorter than him. All right, we got a mixed
Yeah,
crowd
yeah.
here.
If you know what you're doing, reach is pretty deadly. If you're untrained, it doesn't seem to help a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, just the other guy just has like an emptiness in his stare. All right, so we got mixed votes here. We got just like this guy, mixed votes. So we got a lot of ones for tattoo, and there's 2 here. All right, there we go.
Yes.
Tattoo guy looks like he woke up to an overdrawn bank account and he'll beat whoever he has to
Yeah.
get it fixed up.
I
That's,
also don't like the fact that his
Overtime.
shoulder is taped up. That's not.
yeah.
I don't like my fighters taped up.
Or Orlando
Thanks,
Overdraft.
partners, for getting me ready for war. Let's get it.
What's up, everybody? Fire Chicken here, back at the scrapyard
Right, everybody remembers Fire Chicken, right?
Of course.
Okay.
for our very first ever Muay Thai People's Title fight. This one
Afro
is
Boy
for the
versus Eminem. That's good.
205-pound
Yes,
strap.
indeed.
Knees and elbows.
Peixoto Premium Clothing Brand, HKA USA, and SasquatchTheLegend.com. All the links are in the description. Also, special shout out to Mighty Mouse Demetrius Johnson. Thank you for breaking down our videos.
Okay, look at that. Oh, that's pretty nice. Like a little spread, little menu they put up there.
DJ, we love you! This one's for the gold. You guys be safe, fight hard.
Both been briefed on the rules this match. You're gonna get
Oh yeah, dude, Blanc Eminem is right up in his face.
Hey, touch gloves. Do so now and go back to your corners.
He's like, bug around and find out. All right, you guys ready?
Maybe
Ding,
brown sugar
ding.
is classically trained.
What's that?
What's that?
Maybe brown sugar is more classically trained.
That's
Yes. he's more trained in the classic Muay Thai.
He's reserved right now.
Well, they didn't do the dance, so I'm a little sus on that. But here we go. This is going to be a banger. They're going to come out swinging. They're going to hit each other. Oh yeah, they're going.
Right early.
Wow.
Yeah, this
That's
is a Muay Thai.
Brown sugar.
Ooh, he's fighting like his rent due. He's whipping his ass.
Yeah, he is.
Other guy's account might have been overdrawn, but this guy has 4 baby mamas.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. More
He
bills.
said, I'm winning today.
See, but he's clacking him with the left on that jaw.
He's not looking up. You can't see the hits coming.
Whoa. That's where he's going to get him, is on that left. That's a quick slide. He's got his guard up. Oh, he's trying to sweep his leg. Oh, see that? Oh, he rang his bell. His bell's rung.
God, he keeps leading with
Brown sugar coming in. Eminem.
Pay for it.
It ain't
What's
looking
that?
good.
He keeps
What's that?
leading with that front kick, and every time he does, the black guy sees it coming and drills him in the fucking
Yeah.
For
face every
sure.
4
He's got
times.
that big right hand, yeah?
Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
There was again.
There's that left. He can't have his head under like that.
God damn.
I don't know why he doesn't change up. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Again, with that front kick. Jesus, the guy sees it coming. Every
Yeah. I
time.
mean, he could really take some punishment though, this kid. And you know, with Muay Thai, I competed in Muay Thai for a long time. That's why my bell's so stupid. my elevator don't go all the way to the top floor. But you know, you could really take some punishment from some knees, and it just takes one shot. I'm surprised that I guess they're not allowed to throw elbows in here, because usually they would have. There's a couple opportunities they could have had for some real big bows.
Yeah.
See, they're really kind of like, I think they're just nervous because of people watching. They're not very, you see a lot of wild swings.
He's got to keep his head up. He can't see shit coming.
Ooh, that left, he's going to catch him with that left. Ooh, right behind his ear. That messed up his balance. See that? He leaned back because he hit him behind the ear. Ooh.
This is your round, right? The first round always is sketchy round. Now we work. This is the last round. Tanner, come on.
Are you ready?
First round.
Are you ready? Let's scrap, y'all. Let's scrap.
Yeah. Keep your hands up, Josiah. Keep your hands up.
Straight outside.
Dropping your hands. Keep your hands up. Kicks up.
Stop trying to stuff his hip.
Keep your hands up.
Why don't they throw elbow? It's like a throw knee. Oh, because they're not. He's going to gas out. Uh-oh.
I can't believe he still has that much energy.
that eye of the tiger has turned into eye of the two tigers.
Jesus.
Hey, what time is it? What
Keep
time?
his head up.
What's that?
He's got to keep his head up, dude.
I
Like,
know.
he gets hit with one punch, he's looking at the ground, and the guy's just beaming him, dude.
What time's his flight? Vanilla. Hit the like button, guys. Oh, he missed that big one. That would have been it.
Right now.
He's looking for the big one. There's one. Woo. No, that's not cool.
Oh.
He barred up his arm. That isn't cool.
That was a head kick. We got the video.
What's happening?
Yeah, you can't head kick like that. He barred up his arm. He barred up his arm and he kicked him in the head. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you don't have, like, if you're doing it at this level and you have these big fucking pillow gloves on, right? And you don't have, if you're
Dude,
kicking, you got like,
we're always doing this like creator clash and all that stuff where YouTubers fight. There was one of them, I think he's a TikToker, but he went into fucking the bare knuckle league and actually held it. He won his first fight.
oh,
The bare
yeah, that
knuckle league's
Dylan
no
dude,
joke,
right?
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that Dylan dude. Yeah. That's crazy shit. And I'll tell you, like, if you're going to kick someone in the head, you got to have like shin guards and some pads on your feet, you know.
Something, yeah.
You can't just drop a shit into his temple. That's a pretty cheap shot. I would have gotten you disqualified, actually. This is the backyard. Whoa! Get out of the picture. Hey, why you are just, what are you doing? You're right, Will. His head is way down. Oh, boy. Saved by the bell.
He's badass too.
Oh, God, get sacked because you're saved by the bell.
Stay focused. We're just neutralizing.
All right, fuck it. We're going right to the third round.
Yeah.
I think Eminem has to come up with a knockout punch to win because as far as he's not landing as many.
Yeah, he's lost the first 2 rounds for sure.
Yeah, he's not going to win a decision. He's got to knock him out. He could.
It takes one.
Why is he fucking almost going to cut his dick? Get your head up. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Taylor, you want to work? Body shot.
Oh, shit. He's almost done because he's getting to the point where he cannot intelligently defend himself.
Back up. Hey, compose yourself.
God damn it, Eminem. You better not make me lose. You better knock him out.
Like how someone from out in the crowd yelled, "Compose yourself." What the fuck?
I feel like Bricktop from frickin' Snatch is gonna be here.
Yeah.
Do you know what a nemesis is? Tell me.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you.
Get slapped.
Fuck off. All right, Who's win?
Okay, in round 3.
I knew it from the start.
The good thing is he never saw a single one of those punches coming because he's looking at the fucking ground the whole time.
That's
He
true.
really
Scared as shit.
Yeah, he was like, how close can I get my head to his dick right now?
Oh,
All right, so
Jesus.
now what we have here is our esteemed buddy, okay, good old KC,
Oh,
who we've been
Puddinhead.
following and watching, has a guest. and he has a very special guest. And that guest name, are you familiar with Ray DeVito, Will?
Oh yeah.
You are? Okay. So you're familiar with some of the lore and the history of the Dabbleverse with Stuttering John. We've talked about it, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. So this is Casey Armstrong, all right, with, I don't know I didn't know the internet could handle this much dumb. All right, so Casey Armstrong and Ray DeVito. Now, here we go. We got to, again, pick one, if he's going to stick the landing on the intro when he comes in, or two, if he's not, right? Now, one for Casey to stick the landing, two for no.
Damn it, I'm feeling hopeful.
Oh, boy.
I think he's going to stick it.
Okay.
He hasn't done it yet.
Like once, maybe.
No.
He did it once.
Very close. No, we determined that wasn't really.
No, there was a firm. He was stuck at one time, but hey, there were many other failures. And
fucking Casey, fucking defender.
Fuck off.
You Casey defender.
That's that. He's simping over here for Casey.
All right, let's go. He's like, no, but he ain't sticking nothing. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It might be corn dip's night. It might be corn dip's night.
Every night's corn dip's night.
Hey-o. I see what you did there. Yeah, he got overruled. All right, here we go. No. No. There we go. That is a no. Okay.
That was perfect. I've never had a good one that good.
I mean, look at that. He just look at the teams have it.
I'm disgusted.
Yay! Whee! Hi, everybody. Crypt Keepers.
It's not going to cover up the mic keying out.
We're all Crypt Keepers. All right. Nice. Hey, guys. How is everyone today?
It should make more sense to me if I knew he. Wow.
Very happy to see you banging on the.
Oh, my God.
I have a very special today. Stop it. We got a very special program today.
That voice should go off in his head before he starts hitting the keys.
It should.
The thing that says stop it.
It never will.
What is he doing? He still really can't get Werewolves of London down.
No, he's closer though, right? He's gotten kind of the melody, I think.
He cannot tell you where the whistle versus the conga is on this thing, okay? He is not going to find the keys to play the song ever. I will literally. What?
I wish I was his $500 an hour producer.
I know, man. You email him, tell him, hey, look, this guy's got it all wrong. I'll do it, and I'll make it right for 1,000. That's what you tell him.
That's he's a cash cow, dude.
We got some Kick people over here. Thanks for joining.
All right, everyone. Because I have a great guest. I happen to have a terrific guest today. In a little while, in a little bit, I'll be speaking with the Ray DeVito. Ray DeVito has agreed to come on and talk to me for a little bit. I think I got everything. I'm sorry for what happened yesterday, guys. I don't know how it happened, but it appears
I'm throwing my
that
Kick in there. If you guys are on, you guys can go ahead and give me a follow over there on Kick.
It was out of sync for some reason. That never happens, and I don't know why it did. So I apologize for that. But they took it down anyway because of that I was playing Slap Ass. You know, that one thing from Comedy Central. And I guess
and you got a copyright thing on it because it's not common.
You're not allowed to do that. But then you get into the whole thing, like if you're going to fight it or if you're not going to fight it or protest or whatever. I'm like, just like, whatever.
I finally found commons, Will.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Corn Dip, do you know what commons are?
I don't.
Okay, so let's say you go in the YouTube window and you search, and you want something that you can actually review without worrying about some kind of shit like that happening.
Okay.
There's a filter after you hit search. Let's say you're searching for Tom Cruise, okay? And you search, and then after you hit search, there's going to be a filter up on the right. You go down the menu and you hit Commons.
Yeah, Creative Commons license.
Creative Commons. And then in the Creative Commons, it's going to show all the ones that you can review without being penalized for copyrights.
Yeah, so people submit them with no intention, like it's educational or whatever, but they have no intention of making money off of it. Anybody can use it to make money.
So, you know, sometimes you spin the wheel with the BBC.
That's right.
But that's in any situation with that.
That's why you need to stream on Kick. They don't even have a DMCA system.
Right.
You know, they can't use it for ads or whatever. Who gives a shit? I just wanted to entertain you with stuff that I think is immature
acid reflux.
Is
okay. I want to just get forward to this because, man, if I'm gonna zip my rizips if I freaking if I have to listen to this much more. But hey, what's going on, Merbeard?
I've seen documentary.
That's her. Happy birthday. I just read the license plate and figured it out.
I feel like
hey, wait a second. Hold on a minute.
What he's going to talk about? He just stumbles online, and that's just it. Like I don't know. It's the weirdest show. It's so awkward.
Man, wait till you see when and this is the thing about these two guys, is that they are both, they love everybody. He's a great guy. I love that guy. You know, like everybody in the chat, they love everybody. Everyone's a great guy.
That's it.
And they don't just let, people go up there. You're not a dabbler if you're over there. This guy is at the top of his game.
Oh, this is his intro.
Just look at where he performs. He performs in the city at the stand.
Ray.
And they don't just let, people go up there. You're not a dabbler if you're over there. This guy is at the top of his game, and I've met him. He's a very nice gentleman. So no further ado, guys.
Oh boy,
this is my friend Ray DeVito. Everybody, hey Ray.
Look at his hand.
What's up?
Look at his hand. Look at his right hand, bro. What is on his hand?
Not sure.
Vaseline.
To the green screen. What is that?
Yeah, it's keying out. So I don't know how he's that damn reflective to where we're catching green.
I'm starting to think that he is maybe part Borg.
It might be.
Reflected parts of his skin. Scales. All right, so now Ray DeVito. Now, why don't you describe Ray DeVito, Corndiff?
He's a simple man.
Introduce the audience.
Simple man with simple desires. He does comedy here and there. He's known to make a few people laugh. I don't know. He's from Ohio somewhere.
He has gout.
Does he? Okay.
He has gout, yeah.
Okay. He bobbleheads. He's a big fan of bobbleheads. He fucking loves them. And that's about the extent of my Ray knowledge.
All right. Well, here we go.
How are you, buddy?
Nice to cross paths again. I know that we met briefly in Pottstown, but it's nice to finally talk to you again.
Hell yeah, man. How you feeling?
Good, thanks, man. I know that I'm fighting off like this stomach bug, but you had a bunch of stuff like you. Do you talk about that? You had that MRI. Tell me what's going on with you. Is everything all right with your health? What's going on?
I got at least a sprained MCL. I got possibly a broken toe. I don't know, man. I'm getting old. It's whatever. It is what it is. Life goes on. Whatever. I'm drinking a Coors Light. Why not?
There you go.
How are you?
Okay, so he has mentioned on other shows some of the medications that he's taking.
Yeah.
And I think one of them is either Klonopin or Trazodone, one of the two. I think it's Trazodone. You're not supposed to drink on Trazodone, and I think he would probably be on some kind of, if he's got infection, some kind of antibiotics and some painkillers for his foot, which is, he's like about to lose his freaking leg from the knee down. You know, because it's got like gout, it's swollen. He's got to duct tape his toes together. I mean, it's like a Misery. You remember the movie Misery? It's like that kind of medicine.
Perfect.
Misery medicine. Yeah.
How are you, man? What's going on with you? I heard
Tony,
yeah.
I have to take a second to thank Daylaw for gifting 5 Corn Diff memberships.
Oh,
Thank
hey,
you,
I saw
Daylaw.
something just got gifted. That's pretty good.
Oh,
very
yeah.
nice. Very nice.
Cheers.
Your health? You said your health is under the...
Wait.
Yeah, dude. They say that there's some.
One kernel of corn diff is smarter than the both of these guys.
Someone in the comments just says, we call the vagina the turkey purse here in my state. And I have no idea where that came from. What happened?
Wow. That might have been from just a late reaction from another show completely.
Jesus.
Welcome.
Some kind of stomach thing. I got this chronic pancreatitis, and it's sometimes, my stomach. These.
Holy shit! Did you see the person just walk by behind Ray?
Oh, I didn't.
I didn't.
Oh, wait a second. What is going on? Was that person naked? Hold on.
Life goes on, whatever.
Look to the right. All right.
I'm
The
drinking
doorway.
a Coors Light. Why not?
There you go.
How are you, man? What's going on
Hello.
with you? I heard your health. You said your health
Short
is under the...
something.
Yeah, dude.
short booty shorts
They say
over
that
there.
there's some kind of stomach thing. I got this chronic pancreatitis, and it's sometimes, my stomach.
And again, yeah, there. Boom.
Becomes a jerk to me sometimes. So sometimes I just feel like crap. But I'm glad to be here with you. Now, let me ask you, man. I gotta let the listeners know, because everyone knows that you're a stand-up. Everybody knows about your show. It's Rock Bottom, correct?
Yes, Rock Bottom Podcast.
And you're on you do podcasts. You're on all the.
You can trust Bad Aussie's research. 60% of the time, it works every time. But there it is, right there. He's good for an Australian boomerang type.
I got you.
Yeah, like
Keeps
some
coming
boomerang.
back around.
Yeah, we got to make some merch for him specially. He's a good egg. This one
All the podcasts, the top
for Bad
podcasts.
Aussie.
But have you had another job that wasn't like entertaining people? Can you go back and
Ever in my life? Yeah.
Yeah, like what did you start doing, Ray?
Well, I got an MBA. Some people
What the
would
fuck?
like to dispute that. I sometimes
Who
wonder.
is walking
I got
around
it
the
too, but-
background?
No, I was in finance for a while.
And
when I
he
first moved
has
to
an
New York.
MBA. What the fuck are you talking about?
They're walking. It's a lady walking around
go
holding
back
her.
and take-
Ever in my life?
What?
There's a lady walking around in the background, like holding her purse. It's like she's not staying there, so it's almost like he's in a public area, and there's just people passing through.
No, the prostitute just put her clothes back on, and she's holding that purse because she hasn't got paid yet.
Right. She's waiting to get paid to get her cab fare.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll do.
NBA stands for my
Yeah.
bitch's ass. You can see it
That's
walking
right.
back and forth.
That's what he got.
Yeah, like what did you start doing, Ray?
Well, I got an MBA.
What is that in her hand?
Some people would like to dispute that. I sometimes wonder how I got it too. But no, I was in finance for a while when I first moved to New York. I worked at Citigroup, not for Citigroup. I was a temp there, but I worked in the finance department there, a financial analyst, just doing dumb stuff with the financial calculator, and then they had when the banks went kaboom, but
Yeah,
what was that, 2011 or whatever?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then they laid off all the Citigroup employees. So I ended up losing my job for someone that like lost her. So, but I didn't move here to do, I didn't move to New York City for that. I moved to do stand-up comedy. I was doing stand-up comedy, but, and then, so that was my most realest job. That was
Look
like,
at KC, like his friggin' Walter Cronkite. He had his Walter Cronkite look on there for a second.
money I would make, but yeah. But,
He was thinking about dinosaurs.
Cleveland to do stand-up.
Well, I'm
right?
still in Cleveland. Like I do the road. I canceled gigs because of the health issues
Your
right now.
foot and
But,
all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, but I'll be all right. In the long run, I'll be fine. Everyone.
He reminds
It'll
me
be
more
okay.
of Barbara Walters, especially with that nose.
Bubble Wawa.
I'll be in Atlantic City this.
Like Scott Wages.
That's it.
They're from the same bloodline. That Walters Rogers bloodline is strong.
That's
Belly
right.
strong.
Weekend for MLC Palooza, whatever we're calling it.
Oh yeah, that's a Brenner's thing, right?
I like my lost interest. Finally, I love my lost interest. I retweeted you today, you punk.
Yeah, was that Ariel in the background, or one of those other girls, the Jane? What's her name?
Ari Jane.
The background between the woman and the thing flapping on his wall is way more interesting than anything he said so far.
I'm wondering what that cord's gonna do back there behind it.
Right.
No.
Thank God. Here says the gout. Yes, I broke my foot because I run and I had a gout in my toe and ended up breaking my toe because of this. So yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Ew,
I'm not the
his
boy.
bones
I'm
are
not
like
the boy.
fucking so fragile. They're just snapping when he runs.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa. I know it's weird things. Casey and Ray were on the same school bus. It was just strange to see them on the same show without any supervision.
I was exactly about to say,
Yeah.
without handlers. Yeah.
Right. This is like letting two just fucking wild ass animals. Let's see what happens.
So gout builds up like in your joints and shit. Can it cause you to break your toe?
Well, I don't know. Is it some bone frailty thing? I mean, the guy drinks a lot of alcohol.
It's like the same shit that gives you kidney stones, but it builds up like in your joints. So like calcium and stuff builds up in your joints, and they swell really bad. But I don't know that it could cause you to break your toe unless your joint was like solid. You know what I mean?
Right. Like how much gout was there, and did it actually snap off? You know what I mean? Like, did you have to save it to bring it? Oh God! And why is he drinking? What the fuck is wrong with people? And look, I can understand drinking on some dental painkillers, but the antibiotics, that's dumb.
Only thing you're supposed to drink on antibiotics is gallons of milk.
It'll be all right though.
Well, Ray, I mean, you live in Queens, and how many spots will you do each night? Will you pop in and do a couple sets like during the week, or what?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on like right now I'm not doing any, but when I'm in New York City, I'll try to do at least 2 a night, sometimes 3 a night. Depends on like what's going on, how far away they are.
You could count that.
But yeah, if you're in the city, especially on nights like this, if I was healthy, I could ride my bike. I ride my bike to like Stand Up New York, to the comic strip, down to the Stand, to like St. Mark's Comedy Club. Like, bicycles are very underrated in New York City.
I mean, he seems like an active guy that's in shape. So how does he do shit like this? How does he end up with these injuries?
I mean, just having these kind of health problems, obviously there's something going on. If you got gout, I mean, what causes gout? I thought that was
eating a shitload of liver.
20s, like with the Titanic. You get on the Titanic.
A lot of red meat, being overweight, but he doesn't look like he's overweight. It can also like family history and shit, but it's usually fat people that eat a lot of deli meat.
Well, then I guess I'm in line.
I never heard of that before. You take it from Queens? What do you take the Queens
right over the 15? Yeah, Astoria is right over 59th Street Bridge. It's literally like a 4-minute bike ride. He
rides his bicycle.
He's made it
across the fucking Queensboro fucking bridge. Do you understand the undertaking that is? That is like he does this
across to the bridge and then over the bridge. And once you're in the city, it's pretty easy. It's way faster than a car on a bicycle.
Wow.
Who is this girl?
So how long until you think you're going to be back to fast Ray, mobile Ray?
There is no fast Ray. Okay, so I don't know who he's looking for.
It's got one speed.
Yeah, that Ray is not fast.
Hopefully like a month I'll be back when I can, but right now I'm just taking it easy. I know this is probably not healthy. But
you deserve it. You're a hardworking guy, and let me go because the listeners want to ask some stuff here about what do you.
Q&A.
There it went. Oh. Did KC ever have Stuttering John on? Every time we watch the episode, he's talking to his chat at the end, like, I'll tell you guys text Stuttering John, I'll have him on. Gotta come on my show.
We dropped the chat there. Hold on.
What's that?
Oh no, I the screen fell out.
Okay.
It was just a video. There you go.
Casey hacked
I
the
think
system.
I hit the wrong thing. My bad, guys. Sorry.
You've been hacked.
Universe.
No,
What bothers you
like
the
that.
most?
I was just gonna try to do this.
Trying to be friends with everybody and all the infighting and like
Yeah.
I myself have found myself to be like too sensitive sometimes where I got to realize like, all right, just relax, dude.
Right.
Like there were shirts that say like they're on the Shuli Network shop on Rock Bottom Ray, the Raytards. My fans will call themselves Raytards. And at first I was like, come on, man. But like, who cares? Like it's comedy. Lighten up. Who cares? They want to call themselves that. They're the ones that came up with the name. They're the ones buying the shirts. Let them call themselves what they want. They're going to call them Ray.
Walked by again. What was she wearing that time? Is she changing clothes?
I don't know what she's doing back there.
It's like 10 seconds or something.
She doing laundry. Here, we'll go back.
She's trying to memorize the layout.
She's trying to like work out and see when he's going to turn off the camera so she can get a dart in his neck.
That's
a little pungy dart through the.
Trying to be friends with everybody and all the infighting and like I myself have found myself to be like too sensitive sometimes where I got to realize like, all right, just relax, dude.
Right.
Like there were shirts that say like they're on the Shuli Network shop on Rock Bottom Ray, the Raytards. My fans will call themselves Raytards. And at first I was
what?
It looked like she was recording with her phone while she walked by.
What is happening here?
Bothers you the most?
Trying to be friends with everybody and all the infighting and like I myself have found myself to be like too sensitive sometimes where I got to realize like, all right, just relax, dude.
Right.
Look at
Like
the
there were
fan
shirts
blowing
that
this thing
say
in the
like
back.
they're on the Shuli Network shop on Rock Bottom Ray, the Raytards. My fans will call themselves Raytards.
Yeah, she's definitely recording like the layout of his apartment.
She's casing the place.
She's got her phone out with both hands, like walking around with it.
Yeah. She's got a dumper on her though.
And at first I was like, come on, man. But like,
it flattened out.
Who cares? Like it's comedy. Lighten up. Who cares? They want to call themselves that. They're the ones that came up with the name. They're the ones buying the shirts. Let them call themselves what they want. They're going to call them Ray CISTSs. Go ahead. They want to call them
racists. You could say that on YouTube, Ray. Why does he say that? He's like, you can't say racist, but you could say Raytard.
You remember covering the grifters? They think you can't say Trump.
No, you can't say Trump.
Pillow Man and T were together today. They think you can't say all this shit.
There's a lot of things that you could say on YouTube that people, for some reason, and this crew, and especially Ray, has that thing. He's like, oh, I can't say retard. You know, you can. You know, and you could especially say Raytard. It's a play of words, dude.
That's
you know, I mean, it's like, look, you might get something demonetized or whatnot, but you could say faggot. You could say a lot of things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to get you, like, stopped. You know, it's not going to get your stream stopped. And that's what they think, you know. Thanks, Bruce Heath. I can't even say that 10 times fast. Bruce Heath. Thank you for the sub.
So Ray, PISTS, like Ray Pests. I don't care, man. Have fun with it and
rapists.
Not take it so seriously. It's just jokes. Who gives a shit?
They were like RAYPIST. I mean, they fucking do all of these things with his merch. You know,
that's funny. They have a picture of him and it says Ray Pest. Ray Pest.
No, it's his on his merch. You know. Puff Daddy is here. So glad to have you here, Puff Daddy. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh yeah.
You know, just trying to hide out from that Tupac thing.
He was big when I was young, dude.
What's that?
He was big when I was young, Puff Daddy.
He sure was. Oh yeah, he was all over the world. He was Mr. International, play with a passport.
That's that.
There you go.
You thought you were a little sensitive on that one? Is that you come to the
conclusion? Yeah, it's just like everyone be cool. Everyone have fun.
What is she doing? Oh, she's doing laundry. I knew it. It's laundry.
Okay.
She's doing laundry.
Oh, okay.
See, that's
Recording
like,
But that's her phone. She's got her phone with her though, holding it out, right?
I don't know about that. I didn't see that in my part.
Oh, okay. I thought
We are absolutely
Talking her
more
laundry.
interested in what this chick is doing in the house than
Oh, by the way, yeah, that is true. These people are boring as fuck. And she's the only interesting thing about this. But there's a woman on TikTok that gets like millions of people watching her, and she will add like gratuitous amounts. She's standing in front of her wash machine, and she will add gratuitous amounts of like detergent and fabric softener, and she pours like, sometimes she'll pour glitter in it. And like
Oh,
it's
shit.
this whole stream of people donating for her to dump shit in her open wash machine that she's rigged to run while it's open, like bypassing the lock. And she
That's
gets
awesome.
tons of people. So maybe this lady's a TikToker.
Have you seen the broads with the gray hair? They're like, oh, I'm keeping my gray hair. There's my
Yeah.
gray hair. You've seen that?
Yeah.
Okay.
the
Now,
gilfs.
what's that?
The gilfs.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's people that are younger, but they're just getting gray hair and they're like, I'm never changing my hair color. And they put on there's this one, and she puts the name of the brand. Then she puts on the outfit. She's pretty fit for, an older broad. And she, gets kind of like a little bit scant with her change.
Yeah.
And she's getting like 117,000 fucking likes for
Dude,
putting
yeah.
on an outfit. And
TikTok,
then
for young boys, it's like a big thirst trap. Like, I guess, they allow all the way down to 13. There's probably people cheating that. But like, I've noticed a lot of like young boys just following bitches where they think they can see a bra or panties. Like, I don't know. It's wild.
we used to just get a Victoria's Secret catalog in the mail for free.
Yeah.
I mean, old school.
The last time I showed my dick on there, they said one more time they're going to ask me to leave. But this lady
Well-
can have all her shit hanging out.
They did that. They usually do that after they cuff you, so you're lucky.
That's good.
So
Who are all these
that's
people,
where I'm
right?
at.
That are walking through? Who are these nice
Oh, okay,
people
good.
that we're seeing here?
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
that's Elise.
Elise, yeah, it's Elise, not Ari Jane,
Oh.
the other one. It's Elise.
Oh, she's there with him?
yeah,
Okay.
her hair was up. I was like, okay. I thought, okay, Elise, not Ari Jane. I
Thank God.
got them confused.
She
Edwards
does have a
is a
decent dumper on her, I think.
She has a nice little bod on her.
Yeah.
A comedian. She's a buddy of mine.
Turd cutter.
She's a buddy of yours. She's walking around half naked, dude, doing laundry,
They're roommates.
comfortably perusing through your. No, he's like he like sleeps on couches. He doesn't have his own place.
Well, see, KC introduced him as like the top tier of comedy. He's not a dabbler. He's finally made it. He's at the top. He's the guess that was
Casey-
inaccurate.
Yeah, Casey thinks he's on the radio still. Okay.
Okay.
So, and he licks every time he orders. He keeps ordering from DoorDash, and he keeps heading it. Yeah, it's Elise Edwards. That's right.
I'm staying with Lorena. I don't actually live in Queens right now. I stay mostly in Ohio, and then I'll stay at my buddy's place where in Astoria. But I'm staying with Elise right now. Just
Well, that's good. You got a friend that can take care of you because you're not really at the top of your walking game right now, right?
Because you're not
Yeah.
able to do it yourself.
yeah, but I got a car, so I'm able to drive. So was able to like run her around to places she wasn't able to, like Costco and stuff, where
Gotcha.
she wasn't able to go and stuff. Yeah, but
Gotcha.
she's cool. After this, I'm gonna do her podcast.
So she can't.
so-
She doesn't have a car, so she can't drive anywhere, but she can walk. He's
Well,
got a car and can't walk anywhere, but he can drive her to somewhere she can walk for him.
Okay, well, keep in mind they are in New York. All right, so
Okay.
yeah, and Costco, and let me explain, because when you're in New York, having a car, you don't necessarily have a car in Manhattan or Queens or any of the 5 boroughs without parking on the street. If you are talking about paying for a parking spot, that shit will cost you more than your rent in some situations. So
Yeah.
having a car in Manhattan is very expensive. I
One of my-
guess he
one of my-
drove from Ohio.
One of my followers in New York, like, she has to go out and move her car every so often because they like the street sweeper comes through, whatever. They have to park on opposite sides on different days. And sometimes it's like 3 hours to find parking in front of her building. Like, it's crazy.
De La said Ray's got a Costco card. I think it's Elise's. I think it's easy because at Costco you get big bulk stuff, so you gotta it's hard to carry on a fucking. But I guess you could Uber. You could Uber.
All right. Well, so Ray,
Right in his back with gout.
can you tell me and the listeners one time where you thought any podcast disrespected you or went a little too far? Does anything come to mind where you're like, you know what, that wasn't that? I didn't sign up for that one.
You know what?
That's this.
No, I used to, but like now it's like it works out for me. Like every time I pop in, like you go to YouTube, put in my name, you'll see me in a bunch of people's thumbnails. A lot of it's them cracking jokes at my expense, and it's like it works in your favor. Like when they do that,
That's all anybody ever does with Ray. There are no encouraging followers of Ray. You know what I mean?
The racists aren't encouraging.
No, the racists or the rapists, none of them. None of them are there for much good, right? This is the train wreck that people want to see drive off the track, right?
Definitely.
They're just waiting for it to happen. I mean, it's inevitable.
That's
I think
right.
we're watching it in real time. I mean, this is just Ray's simulation we're observing here.
it keeps people talking about you, and then the more they check out my podcast, and then the more, you know what I mean? So it actually works out on my behalf. And yeah, I gotta give respect to all the people that
he's pulling off pieces of his toe as he's bending down now as he's doing the show here. Little chunks of his toe flying off.
Along the way. First of all, Kevin Brennan's the one that put me on the map, and then Bob Levy, then you got Shuley, who all been great, and then Cardiff Electric helped me monetize my channel. Obnoxious John.
Potato.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
OJ Obnoxious John, he's the one that told me to reach out to you.
We had Cardiff on the show here, Will, the potato guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with corn. It's always, whenever there are two in the room, I don't.
Hostilities arise, I think.
Awkward, bro.
Yeah.
Awkward.
It's like, so
yeah. I still reach out to him when I got a question. It seems like that guy is like the encyclopedia of this whole.
What is on his hand?
He knows how to do all this. So
I gotta say love and respect to Carlos Danger, the Insufferable Bastards podcast, who's been great to me.
Daryl Hammond.
He's a great dude. He's helped me out a bunch, and also like shout out to Carl from WATP, man. Every time I do I'll do
every time I've ever seen Ray do anything. Tukey was on here too. We had Tukey on here a while back, so you can check back in the archives here or on Tukey's page.
People come out from that know me from. So I mean, people come out to shows because of it. So it's pretty awesome. That
was my next question to you, Ray. Since you've done all the podcast and you've developed quite a following, are you seeing people that you normally wouldn't see at the clubs coming out to see, hey, I want to go see DeVito because I saw him on such and such podcast? Is that the way things are moving this?
Wow, there is not a look at him on the right. There is not a thought in his head. It is just like
he's like, fuck, I've already stopped listening. He's gonna want me to respond. What do I do?
In LA right now, there's this warning for a hurricane coming, Hurricane Hillary or something.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, it's trending.
Listen, right now everybody in LA is in a panic that this thing's coming. That's exactly what's happening in Ray's brain 24 hours a day. It's just full evacuate all day. Full evacuation. Full evacuation.
People. Yeah, when I was at the Funny Shop, there's there was only maybe 3 of them were WATP fans, but they brought a crew like 20 people.
Wow.
And they're like, yeah, we just know you from WATP. And they're like, yeah, my friend says you're and like, if you see it, I love Carl, but like, he shits on me all the time.
So wait, he's saying he has followers, but he's saying he showed up at a place and the people were noticing him because of being on Carl's show?
I think so.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Still, the lights are on. There is nobody home.
I mean, it's all out of love, and it's you know, so it's, you know, and it works out too, man. Like I did Jim and Sam, and a bunch of people in the Dabbleverse were like commenting on Jim and Sam's
Who knew Danny's brother was this far gone?
stuff. And like, you know, and Jim and Sam were like, wow, this guy's actually a bigger deal than what he thought he was. I'm not a big deal, but like it looks.
I love
like,
your humbleness, man. I love
yeah.
how humble you are. And
Humble brag.
This is the worst look. Is the drinking the beer out of the can?
Yeah.
I don't think the beer can is, I mean, bottle, you know, one thing. I would put a beer in a glass if it was me, because you get like a lot of the mouth sounds from a can, from the air. If you don't know what you're doing with your mic or whatever, you know what I mean? Some people can get away with it. But not him.
I don't think he's got the same attention to detail that you do, Tony.
But also, look at his eyes are still like on the chat when he is drinking. You can see his eyes. So like, there's a lot of things in his technique that are flawed.
He's multitasking.
Yeah, I always like to go with a glass. Avoid too many mouth sounds.
I don't know Sam too well, but I know Norton, and he's tops. That guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Oh yes, I forgot Tukey. Tukey's my child. Apparently, I see someone in the Tukey apparently was created from me.
What do you mean?
He says
We're gonna zip this little.
All right, awesome.
He must have fucked
Ray,
someone
I only got you for another 5
brains.
minutes, so let me ask you this. Now you're
bro.
If Tookie's his kid, he must have fucked some lady with a lot more brains.
Well, I think I think the story is that it was like
with more brains.
I think Tukey was born because it was a rag it was a cum rag that he threw in the trash, and then that's how Tukey was born.
Okay, checks out.
Yeah, scientifically sound.
single guy, correct?
Yeah, I'm a single dude.
Surprise.
Do you hook up on the road? I mean, do you have someone that you're seeing?
Ray's like, yeah, I am one person.
He does. Listen, Ray gay. Okay, Ray gay. I don't know if anybody notices this.
Good music.
72 minutes to say cum towel.
Ray gay.
Different episode. Oh yeah, he left his cum sock under his bed for 9 months, and Tukey was born. Okay, there's that.
Okay.
There's a lot of lore about Tukey. We gotta have Tukey back on.
Or do you meet new people? What's your people want to know? Because they're like, "Is a handsome guy?" What's your people want to know about your love life, Ray?
Oh, I'm a single guy. When I was living in New York City and I was around, it was a lot easier to date. There's way more options and stuff. Like being in Ohio, and some people say like, "Oh, he's saying like the women are not that." It's not that. It's more lifestyle. We're New York. You got everybody. Where they're used to like whatever lifestyle, like being a comedian in New York City is like, look, they're like, oh, that's great. But in Cleveland, like, what? No, what do you really do for a living? It's not like, so it's different. It's there's just different. So it's not so easy. What do you call it?
To find some.
This is somebody who does not. What happened? Oh, okay, no, it's still there. Okay, so this is someone who does not get any puss. This is like the words of a non-puss user. You know how you can tell if somebody drinks or somebody smokes cigarettes?
A non-puss user.
Yeah. No puss zone.
Yeah.
So are you looking for someone to settle down with, or do you like being by yourself? Some people like that.
Yeah, I want more stability in my life before I worry about that. But now there's some women that I talk to that can potentially be long-term dating, but right now I'm just like whatever.
So it's not on top of the list right now. Right now you're just looking to get that foot back and get.
Yeah, I'm looking to be healthy first.
Yeah,
Let's worry about that.
Okay.
And then we'll worry about other stuff.
Okay. All right, Ray. Hey, let's go to a couple people here because I only got you for another couple minutes, and I really appreciate you coming in here. Yeah, this guy's awesome. This is Grizzly Adams. Did not have a beard. Awesome. Both of you should stop.
And so is Detroit Cockwanker 22. He's a great guy.
Detroit cock.
They do that. What?
No, no, like I think it was OJ that explained to me, like I'm not Carlos me a bunch, and essentially, like, you know, his name and stuff. Oh, you're a guy to watch. But yeah, I know, like where it's like all like kind of like busting balls, like. So
The fuck?
I mean, I was kind of like a little uptight about stuff at first, but like I'm rolling with the punches more. And know me, if you'll see, and me having a show on the Shuli Network, a lot of these people wouldn't know who the hell I am. So I'm very appreciative, and I'm happy to be there. And I want to help Brennan's podcast grow, and I want to help the Shuli Network grow. And
How'd you do that with his
thankful
hands?
that I got
I don't
people
know
that
what
like
he's
me.
signaling.
What's that?
I have no idea what he's signaling. I think he told me to still second.
The bunt.
You know,
That's
like,
right.
yeah, I get it. I'm more
fix your
silly than I
headphones,
am anything else, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine being me.
It's
Gotcha,
actually
gotcha. And
a couple
Grizzly,
glitch,
your friend for
but
years.
I think that's Ray's. You just double check that we got everything closed up here.
So, Tony,
Yeah,
I
you
put
seem
a
great.
poll in my chat for who has more smarts, Ray or KC,
Oh no.
and 67% of the people believe KC has more smarts.
Wow.
I've only got 9 votes, so if you're
Wow.
watching, cast your vote now. But
I'll
so
start
far,
keep
so
track
far,
of-
KC's smarter.
All right. Well, we got to keep an eye on that story. That's breaking. That's breaking news.
Airlines on Broadway in New York City. So yeah, I was selling some
There we go.
download cards. I realized like a lot of the people that didn't know. It seemed like a lot of them
I
were
cut some of the other stuff
Stern
loose.
fans, and they were there to see Perry. So
yeah, Perry had a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm new to the Perry phenomenon, but
Phenomenon.
seemed like a nice guy. I met him.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
He seemed friendly. But Ray, you're a good guy. Let's stay in touch, and I want to thank you so much for coming on, and good luck on the next podcast you do. I know I'm holding you up, but
No, you're cool, man.
thank you so
Thanks,
much,
buddy.
man.
All right. Everyone follow me on social media: Twitter, Instagram, Ray.DeVito on Instagram, Ray DeVito on YouTube, Google, Rock on.
Wow.
Nice to see you. Thank you, Ray.
Wow. But let's check out towards the end. We're gonna get towards the end and see how he sticks the exit. Okay, so one in the chat if you think he's gonna clear the exit. All right, for his close for the show. And 2,
He's gonna
if
nail
no.
it.
Okay, well.
1, if you know he's gonna nail it.
His dismount ain't that clean.
2, if it's slightly off. I see a lot of 2s.
A lot of twos, couple ones.
Whole lot
Our
of
lead is a
twos.
glutton for the punishment. Bad Aussie in there with the 1. All right.
But let me keep her here because this really, if you can check like this, if you could subscribe, if that, and I'd really appreciate if you did that. All right. So, guys,
Got it.
thank you to my guest. Thank you to everyone who wrote in. Thank you, cats. But you, thanks, and good night.
And
Okay.
okay, I think he stuck it. And your internet's shit, Tony, but I think he stuck the landing.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that one to him.
Yeah, I think he cleared it. We gotta give it to
He
him.
takes that one for sure. He takes that one for sure.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out and joining us. That's our show for the evening. I know Will's got to get off and do his own show. Right?
That's right. I'm back on
So
kick,
we are-
guys. If you want to stick around here, I'll be down for a little bit and I'll be back.
Yes, sir. And we will see you next week. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We will see you on the next one. A little glitchy here, but thank you.
See you guys.
All right.